The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the podcasters and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent or their affiliates.
Action!
What's up, man?
Having these technical difficulties.
Boy.
That's what's going on. Yeah. I'm having a whole bunch of them. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm over here looking like you. I'm talking about Stephen A. Smith the third. Looking like somebody's favorite DJ.
I hear you talking. Yes, sir.
Terrible.
What's happening? What's happening?
Yeah, this is terrible.
Hey, that's why you got to do it before you get on the show, player.
That's what I'm saying. I was doing it before the show, and I'm still having trouble. You're not understanding what I'm saying. You're not understanding my dilemma.
Hey, it's a dilemma that I don't want no parts of because I've already had my endeavors already with trying to make it right before the show.
That's right. You don't live too far. You can come over here and get that little technical support. Yeah.
Right. Appreciate you, Cam.
I don't know where Miss Royal is at. You know, she had the baby.
Oh, did she?
From what I'm understanding.
Oh, wow. Well, all right then.
From what I'm understanding. And I don't know where Phil at. He should be on his way too.
Yeah.
We might as well go and get this thing started then.
Yes, sir.
It's your main Fontaine, the court appointed, devil's advocate. And all I got is Mecca, the fitness record. So if it hurt, it's just gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, today we got a special guest by the name of RAQUEL JACOME. Oh, is it?
They said lots of feedback on your mic, player.
I can hear you, Jack. Hold up, player. You know what I'm talking about? But go ahead and do the intro. Get it popping. Let me do this.
You sound far away. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and bring RAQUEL to the show, you guys and females. Before I do, let me get this out the way real quick because, there's a lot to do over here, and I want to make it right. You know what I'm saying, RAQUEL? I want to make it right. Hello there.
Hello. How's it going?
What's going on?
It's going, man. It's going. It's about 8:30 in Texas and it's still light out.
Okay. So let me ask you, like, the transition from California, being that you came from San Diego, then went to Glendora, now you're in Texas. How was that transition like? What was it like?
It's hot out here, y'all. It's good. It's been good so far. I've been out here about 3 months. Seen some crazy showers and crazy thunderstorms. Um, Took my bike out to the local Harley. Saw that the radar said it was not gonna pour for 3 hours. Poured
Damn.
cats and fucking dogs an hour later. And all I had on me was a
Wow.
t-shirt. So
Really?
it's been yeah, it's wild weather out here, man. You can't even trust the radar. So it's been a bit of an adjustment, but it's good. It's good.
But it's good though.
Yeah.
Have you gotten the twang down yet?
Yeah, kinda. They can still tell I'm not from around here.
Well,
So
are they
it's
at
all
least
good though.
nice to you?
Oh yeah, everyone's real nice. Everyone's real nice.
See, that I don't know if I'm ready to take that jump to Texas though. I've been out here my whole life.
I hear that. I hear that. Sometimes you just feel it in your heart that you just got to make a change. And I've been doing so much motorcycling on the West Coast, I got to get closer to the East Coast. So, win-win.
It's a win-win.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, okay, look, I have a question for you. So, being that you are a iron butt recipient, let my viewers know what does that mean?
Sure. So IBA, or the Iron Butt Association, is a nonprofit, and what you can do if you want to be a long distance rider and you want to make it official, is it's kind of crazy. You have a 24-hour period to do 1,000 miles on your bike, which you can pick your own route. You can start and finish wherever you want. But you have to be a bit diligent if you want to make it official, a certificate. So you have to save each of your receipts from each of the stops.
Uh-huh.
I think they have a minimum every 250 miles. You have to get a receipt. If you have to get it sooner, that's fine. But yeah, you basically just diligently take these receipts, take pictures next to your odometer, submit it afterwards, and anywhere from 16 and a half hours to 24 hours, I think, is the average time it takes to do 1,000 miles. You submit it in and then you get recognized. So yeah, I've finished 6 iron butts.
Damn.
Hmm. I got a sore butt now, guys.
It is sore butt award. No.
They actually, the one that I went for, because the IBA has like hundreds of rides, like literally hundreds. Like they have this ride that you can do the perimeter of California. You do it in 72 hours, and there's like 15 cities you have to get a receipt from, and you have to
Damn.
use Spot Wallet to make sure you track all of your miles and stuff like that. But the entry level one I was explaining is called the Saddle Sore. So it's called the Saddle Sore
Uh-huh.
1000. And I've also done the Bum Burner 1500, which is 1,500 miles in 36 hours.
Ooh, wee.
Yeah.
I can do
So
that.
there you
Okay,
go.
here we
Come
go.
join me.
Here we
Let's go
go.
get a sore ass together.
Oh,
Mine is already flat, so I ain't got no problem. Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
all your
We rode to Texas, and after we went up and went back, we did it like 1,000 miles a day. Me and my 12 brother, and once we got back, it was like, oh man, y'all should apply for the Iron Butt or whatever it's called, right? I'm like, what?
Yep.
Now y'all tell us, man, get out of here. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, it's not something you can do after the fact because you have to get all those stupid receipts. But yeah, if you
right,
plan to do that again, it's not too much extra effort to just get the printed receipts, take a picture with your odometer, and then boom, submit it
okay.
through.
We're gonna take Mecca with us next time.
There you go.
and
It's
I'm just
about
saying, we're gonna
it's
take you
about
with us.
1,300 miles. You could do it.
Yeah.
I actually, Pineapple, who I know does a lot of your behind the scenes stuff. I actually went
uh-huh.
out for International Female Writers Day back in Las Vegas a month-ish ago. And when I originally agreed to do it, I was living in Los Angeles, so it's like cool, 4 hours there, 4 hours back. But I moved to Texas in between, and I was like, well, it's 1,200 miles, so I guess I'll do a iron butt there and back. Why not? I can't
Oh
fly out
wow.
there and go rent a bike. That'd be lame, right?
Of course it would
Absolutely.
be.
I mean,
Absolutely.
if you're going to be a woman on a panel talking about motorcycles, you can't just do that. You got to ride out there. So,
So you know, I've been, reading up on a lot of things that you did, my bad, that you did. And let me ask you this. So I noticed that you led an all women's ride to Vietnam.
that's correct.
And yeah. And like out of the blue, what inspired you to just say, hey, let's get some women together and go through Vietnam?
Yeah. So I actually I lead for a company. It's not my company, but I work for them. It's called We Roam Moto. So you can check
Uh-huh.
them out online, weroammoto.com. And I was drunk doom scrolling on Instagram, and this ad popped up back in, like, I think it was like 2003. This ad popped up, and I was drinking whatever. I had my Iron Lady balls on, and this ad comes up, and it says, "You think you're badass?" And I was like, "Hell yeah!" They're like, you want to ride motorcycles with other women in a foreign country? I was like, fuck yeah, let's do that. And so I
Oh, yeah.
applied on this little thing and I said, okay, here's my social handle, here's my name, my information. They're never gonna contact me. Well, I got a contact back about a couple weeks later and got an interview. And we did a virtual interview, and the lady was like, "Yeah, sure." Allie Henderson. She's like, "Yeah, you want to come do a ride with us?" I was like, "Sweet, hell yeah!" So I did the first ever We Roam trip because the company had just established. They branched off of a men's version called Freshline, and
Uh-huh.
we did a loop around Guatemala. So I paid and went to this trip, and Allie led me, and I was just like, "This is amazing." We did on road, we did off road. It was kind of just like a expedition level one for people that know how to ride a bike but are kind of just dabbling or know a little bit on off road. And I was like, that sounds like me. And so I bought my tickets. I went. I loved it so much that a month later, actually before I even went on the trip, I knew that they were doing an all off-road training camp in Namibia, Africa. And I was like, man, this sounds really wicked. I'm really liking this off-road thing because I started on road on a Harley, and so I wanted to try out the off-road thing. So a month after I got back from Guatemala, I went to Namibia again, paid and did a boot camp. They taught me everything I need to know on off the road. Sorry, there's some dogs behind me. Um, and I loved it so much, and they saw a lot of good leadership qualities in me and offered me the position and role to go ahead and lead. So I did a lot of training to do that, and did a lot of planning, and went and did it was 11 days in Vietnam. I led seven other ladies, and we went, I think, about 800-mile loop, northern Vietnam. So it was pretty
Damn.
awesome. It was a pretty cool experience. Yeah.
So how are the
So, I
roads
mean,
out there?
they're kind of messed up. I mean, you can ask Daslin. I'm sure you know Daslin.
Yeah.
I met Daslin on the trip because she decided to join in, and she, you know her, she's part of a
Oh yeah.
club, done a ton of
Yeah.
writing, like lots of experience. Very respectable writer, and had, told them all in the meetings what to expect and what to prepare for, and if you can get yourself on a dirt bike, and because we'll be a little off-road, like do it. And so I think I planned one off-road day, and the rest of it was just really rough road, like just shitty road and skinny road and muddy and mucky, and there's a lot of rain in Vietnam. And it was really funny because like after the first couple days, Dazzle was like, man, I've never off-roaded before. And I was like, bro, this isn't off-roading. But yeah, it was pretty wicked, especially the off-road day I chose. It was like, I want to say on Google Maps or Apple Maps, it said it was a 2 hour ride. It was only like 100 kilometers. And I was like, oh, this is cool. Like, 2 hours multiplied by three, because we got some new people, take rests and stuff like that. People are gonna drop their bikes. We're gonna have to pick up the bikes. Because in off-roading,
Damn.
if y'all have ever done off-roading, like it's not if, it's when. You're gonna drop your bike. It's okay.
Oh yeah,
That's
for
why we
sure.
protect
Yeah.
ourselves. I mean,
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
road, like I never planned to drop my bike, and I have, dropped it once. But on the off-roading, you're just gonna drop your bike a lot. It just happens.
Yeah.
So
Especially with the weather like that though.
Daslin decided to take the easy direct route, because we had two options, and I had another co-lead with me. I took everybody else on the off-road section. It took us 7.5 hours because we got stuck in the muck. We had to get a villager to help us navigate to the. We did a river crossing on a raft. Got our motorcycles on it. It was pretty epic. I'm not gonna lie, but it's cool. Everything takes three times as long as you ever think it's gonna be when you're off-roading.
Damn. Vietnam.
So it's not like just like regular dirt bike riding, right? It's a little more strenuous or a
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
more.
So it depends on what you're riding on, right? Like if you're just doing like packed dirt and stuff, like that's pretty easy. If you're
Right.
doing like loose pack and there's like a lot of rocks and stuff like that, it can get complicated. If you're doing like mud and puddles that are
Yeah.
mystery, you don't know what their depths are, it can get
Yeah.
pretty intense pretty quickly. Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I
What is the
think round answer. I loved Guatemala, and I love seeing new roads, whether they're dirt roads or streets or mountains or whatever they are. I just like seeing
Uh-huh.
new roads. And seeing Guatemala just sparked that interest in me to go take motorcycle riding to foreign countries.
That's dope.
Hmm.
Real nice.
That's
Okay.
dope.
Where's the
Yeah,
craziest place you've ever ridden?
craziest place I've ever ridden. Honestly, I feel like it's kind of a toss-up between Namibia and that off-road day in Vietnam. Namibia was kind of crazy because we were doing like 60 miles an hour in like these crazy deep riverbeds that were like soft sand, and if you stopped, your tire basically sank down like halfway. So the only way to get through is to haul ass, which is counterintuitive when you're a timid rider. Like you don't want to haul ass, you want to like go slow, but the slower you go, the more affected you are by little things, and you could topple over and eat it pretty quickly. So off-roading in Namibia in the riverbeds was pretty epic. Especially getting bushwhacked by everything, going like 60
Yeah.
miles an hour, and there's like stuff hitting you in the face. And then, like I said, the Vietnam day, that off-road day was pretty epic. There's a lot of Expedition Level 1, again, for We Roam is slated for people that have an interest and a drive to keep pushing, but maybe they don't have the off-road experience that would put them into like an Expedition Level 2 or more intermediate rider on the off-road section. So there was a lot of dropped bikes, and so it was a bit challenging. I had to walk up and down hills and ride people's bikes up for them if they felt uncomfortable. So it was
Damn.
it was a it was a taxing day. A lot of salt shoes. Like I don't know if you've heard of salt shoes. Like hikers use them. Just a little bit of
Yeah.
energy and electrolytes. Pass those
Mhm.
out like candy.
Yeah.
Were they
We had
crying?
no, nobody was crying. There was a couple people that just needed a minute. Just give me a minute.
Let me
My
regroup.
favorite.
You
Yeah,
sucked that
my
in my
favorite
eye.
thing. My favorite thing was like we'd be on comms, right? And a lot of people weren't
Uh-huh.
trained to like actually be on comms. And so we had to go over comm etiquette and stuff like that. And the first couple of days, like I know Jocelyn was she was a victim of this too. Someone would be riding, you if you've never ridden comms before and you're doing a group ride, like you
Oh, I
can
have, yeah.
oh shit, oh fuck all you want all day long and no one's gonna hear it. As long as
Right.
you're not like actually toppling over, everyone thinks you're good. Well, when you have people that got the inner monologue and they've never been on the comms before, it's like, oh fuck. I'm like, okay, remember, ladies, if you say oh fuck, you have to follow it up with I'm good. Like, are you down? Do we need to
Right.
stop? Did a bee go in your helmet? Like, what's going on? What's the
Oh,
oh fuck?
Right. Right. Yeah.
So yeah, yeah, most of the fun parts are, the calm. Yeah, exactly. No crying, right? Pineapple.
man. Hey, I just had to ask because you said you had women writers that didn't write that before, so that's something new to them.
Oh yeah, I mean, honestly, I think that's what attracts a lot of people to it, right? You're pushing yourself harder than you've pushed before. And, it takes a minute, and I guess to be a good leader and or a good teammate, you kind of have to give people that space to like, hey, like, are you good? Do you need a minute? Like, or do you need help? Because, you never know how someone's gonna interact. If they drop their bike, they may just be like, get out of here. Like, I want to do it myself, right? Whatever it's gonna be. So you gotta like, approach her like, are you okay? Did you hurt yourself? Do you want help with your bike? And then feel
Right,
out the
right,
situation. Some
That's
people
what they
just gotta
don't
get through it on their
understand.
own.
Yeah, they be like,
Yeah.
right.
I'm cool. Leave me alone.
Exactly. Yeah. You never know how people are gonna react.
What country is
Right.
still on your bucket list to ride through?
Oh man, I've got a lot. I really want to do some stuff in Southern America, and Central America. But I want to do like Ecuador and Peru and um, Argentina. I am actually, let's see, I've got a countdown on my phone. I am leaving in 98 days to go to Japan because I am leading another nine this time. 9 ladies in Japan. This is going to be an on-road only. It's again with We Roam Moto, but it's basically going to be like let's go see what we can see in southern Japan. So I'm
Oh,
pretty stoked. Yeah, we're
Nice.
Nice.
Fukuoka. I need to learn how to say these things, by the way. Fukuoka. The airport,
Oh, yeah.
the air, the airport code is FUK.
Oh,
But I'm pretty stoked. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna
Oh
be real cool.
man.
yeah, you can be like, what airport you going to? What you call me?
Fuck.
Yeah, it's going down.
Yeah.
What you call me?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
hmm
So what's so uh the most challenging obstacle that you've overcome?
I think the most challenging obstacle I've ever overcome. Wow, there's so many.
Well, damn.
So I'll give two. I mean, if you're gonna ride a lot and you're gonna be on a bike a lot, you're gonna overcome a lot. So I'll give two. One was my off-roading experience overcome, and the other is on-road. So off-road, that Guatemala trip I told you about, like I had done like a little off-road before I went on that trip, but not a whole lot. And but the trip catered to it, it's all good. And we did a off-road riding day, and we started at like 8 in the morning, and uh we about an hour in started going off road, no big deal.
Uh-huh.
But there was and it was a ride that the guys fresh line had gone on, so it was a proven road, like it wasn't like we were just bushwhacking. um, but we went on the road, and there was like this set of villagers that had like a chain link, and they were sitting there, and they weren't going to let us cross. And out of everyone in the group, there was only one other girl that was really fluent in Spanish, and I speak un poco. I learned a lot more. I mean, my husband speaks Spanish a lot, so I mean, I won't say that I only speak a little bit, but I can't talk about my hobbies in Spanish, right? But I can ask where the restroom are and directions.
Right.
So we had to like hustle him a little bit, and then he hustled us down for money so we could cross. We had to give him some money, had to shake down that cost, and then we went like another 2 kilometers, and then some other guy shook us down. And I just remember thinking in my head, I was like, dude, like everyone's gonna continue to hustle us. Like, so quick on my feet, I was just like, I was number two because my leader, Allie, was the lead of the trip, and I was put
Uh-huh.
as number two position because I was the translator, the one that was speaking the most Spanish. And so I just told the guy in Spanish, I was like, I don't know, the guy with the red shirt, we paid him the money already. Like I just made it
Oh.
up. Like we kind of had, but like I didn't need to tell that guy it was 2 kilometers ago. I was just like, oh, we just paid the guy with
Right.
the red shirt money. Like, and he was like, he looked at me very confused, and I like said it again and kind of aggressively, and he's like, and then he like opened the thing and let us go. So that trip, like it was probably only supposed to be a couple hours off road, but people are dropping their bikes left and right. People were getting overheated. It was really hot. We finally got onto the asphalt, but then it started raining by the time when we were doing twisty roads. We
Damn.
we got to our place at like 10 or 11 o'clock at night, and the last little clip, like to get to this really cool hostel that had like a beautiful like view, was off road again at night. So it was
At
just like,
night?
yeah, at night. And so everyone was just like, to their limits, and some people more so than others, people dropping bikes. It was a challenging day to be part of the team and get the team there. So I think that would probably be my most challenging off-road experience. And my most challenging on-road experience, it was my trip out to Texas. I wasn't planning on moving here or living here then, but it was my first iron butt. I decided I wanted
Uh-huh.
to go and visit my aunt and uncle that live out here, and so there's details to the trip. I actually, attempted it on my Sportster 883. It broke down 250 miles into it, had to get towed, had to go buy a new bike mid-trip because I needed to get to
Mid
Texas.
trip.
got a Heritage Softail trip, had them store my other bike, and did the 1K the next day successfully, which was awesome. But we went down. The whole sole purpose of the trip was my husband was flying into Texas. He was gonna caravan style with me on the bike. I had ridden my bike out here, and we're gonna go visit some coworkers and go watch the solar eclipse. And so
Mm-hmm.
after the solar eclipse, I was like, when in Texas, I'm already out here. Let me go visit my friend in Houston while I'm near Dallas. Like, no big deal. Like, it's only a
Right.
couple hours. It's very far away from California, but I'm already here. And so
Yes, it
I
is.
I didn't really check the weather because, like, I don't know. And as soon as I got on my bike at like 9 o'clock in the morning, it's only a 2 hour drive too. I was like, it's totally fine. Like, we're going to be great. And so I get on the bike and say goodbye to my husband. He's going to take the airport back home, right? And I leave and I'm starting to drive on these beautiful Texas roads straight into like darkness. Like, I can't even, it's just lethal looking clouds. And I was like, holy hell. Well, what am I going to do? Like, I don't have arrangements to stay anywhere in between. It's only 2 hours. Like, I'm just going to book it and get there. So I keep going, and it starts raining, and it starts raining really good, and I needed gas anyway, so I pull over, and I'm wearing a leather jacket. I've got my leather chaps on, but like I'm not wearing like full waterproof gear. And I was wearing a shitty helmet at the time. It was just like a built well lane splitter that probably needed to go last season. And so I was just like, well, I just got to keep going, right? I have my Insta 360 on. I've got my phone mount. And I'm just like, I'm just gonna go. And so I keep going, and I'm about 20 miles outside of Moody, Texas. Moody, Moody, Texas. It was being so moody. And
The
it just
name.
starts literally like just coming down. And I'm on this one lane highway, 60 miles an hour, but I'm probably going 45 because it just doesn't feel safe to do much more. And there's people whipping by me and rooster tailing me, and I was just like, man, this is just real shitty, but what am I going to do? And then it starts like torrential pouring, like if I already thought it was bad enough, and I felt like I was being waterboarded inside of my helmet. Like, I could not breathe. I was breathing water. So
Damn.
I know, I flipped open my visor, and I felt safer with the water just pelting me like that, because at least I could breathe, and I had glasses on. So I just did the rest of the trip of 20 miles to Moody, Texas. Finally got there, found a really cool gas station on a corner with like the little covering going up straight to the actual place where you go pay and talk to the cashier. And I pulled in and I was just drenched. And I like went to the lady and I was like, hey, it's really bad out there. Can I just like live in your store for a couple hours? And she's like, yeah, yeah, that's fine. I was like, can I like take off my shoes and stuff in your store? And she's like, yeah, whatever you need. I was like, all right, cool.
Oh
So
damn.
I just like I had smartly waterproofed myself. I had at the first gas station I told you about that looked a little bad. I
Uh-huh.
had asked for 2 grocery bags at the gas stop because my boots were not waterproof. So I put the bags over my socks and then put my socks, in the boot. So at least my feet were
Uh-huh.
dry. And I just sat there and I watched the radar. And then this guy on the sports bike shows up, and he's wearing Nike high tops, shorts, a leather jacket with one of those, the vest things that are just like protective, like
Oh
hard
yeah.
shell. He
Yeah.
looks like he went out for a summer ride and got caught in a hurricane. Like, I was just like, hey. And he's like, hey. I was like, bad weather out there. He's like, yeah, it's pretty bad. I was like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm gonna visit my grandma. I was like, oh, okay. And so I'm just like, whatever. And I hang out in there, I'm talking to the cashier, and I was like, oh shit. Like, an hour goes by, and there's this old couple in a Ford Expedition. They're just hanging out too, and they're like, "Oh man, like, are you gonna be okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm okay." Like, watching the radar. They're watching the radar. They're like, "It's unsafe for us to drive," and I'm like, "You're in a car." So like, finally figure out when to leave, and Nike guy was like, "Hey, where you headed?" And I was like, "Oh God, this is my first solo," and I was stranger danger. I was like, um, south. He was like, oh, I'm going to XYZ. I could head south. Do you mind if I ride with you? I was like, bro, you can do whatever you want. I'm on a bike. Like, you're not like on my bike. Like, whatever. And I was like, okay, well, it looks like it's looking good right now, so I'm gonna leave. And he's like, cool, I'm gonna come with you. I was like, all right, cool. Mind you, again, I just bought this bike, mid trip, like 5 days ago, and my bike and I only collectively have about 1,200 miles together, of which 1,000 was in one day. And then
Mm-hmm.
I do this, right? And so I'm riding, and it just, it's clear, it looks good, and I'm looking off to the right, and there's like this body of water that's like getting closer and closer and closer to the street. I was like, what is that? Like, is that a lake? What is that? And then I see cherries and blueberries in the middle of the road, and I was like, oh shit. There's cop cars that have closed the street because it's literally a lake right now. It is
Damn.
waterlogged. And there are cars that are like slowly 5 miles an hour going over this, like they're forging the Oregon River. I don't even know what's happening in front of me. And I stop and I look at Mr. Nike and I was like, what do you think? And he's like, I don't know. I mean, we probably have to go around like 100 miles and we'll probably face the same thing there too. And I was like, you're not wrong. I was like, well, I've been through water before on my dirt bike. And he's like, yeah, we'll be fine. He's like, I'll go first. I was like, say less, go ahead. So he he starts going. And then I wait a little bit because I knew I didn't want him to rooster water into me, like in case that's gonna
Right,
mess my
right.
bike up or whatever. So then I start going, and then I go like maybe 40 feet, and then my bike cuts out. And I was like, what the hell? And I was like, oh,
Damn.
I bet you he's roostered me. Like it has to be, right? Like I've ridden in water before. It's not even that deep. It's like, yeah, okay. It's probably like 6 to 8 inches deep. And
Right.
I do have my waterproof boots, right? I have my bags over my feet, so my feet are
Of
dry, which is
course.
great. And there's these like cars that are just like passing and they're just like sorry with their windows closed and just like roosting me and I'm just stationary with my
Damn.
non-moving bike. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to start it again and try again. So I start my bike, starts up, and I'm in the middle of this river, and I keep going about 10 more feet and it cuts out again. I was like, I bet you my bike is aerodynamically sending water straight to my carburetor. Awesome. And I had just gotten this bike. It's a heavy ass bike, it's 1800 cc's. I'm 5'4". I was like, dude, I have not mastered the skill of hopping off my bike without the kickstand and trying to like do this thing like the mechanics do. I was like, I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna eat shit. I was like, I guess I'm gonna straddle walk. So I straddle walked about an eighth of a mile. I'm not joking. It was probably about an
Damn.
eighth of a mile. And I'm just going, my calves are burning. I was like, what else am I gonna do? And then it was like, what is that movie where it's like the guy running to the grass like dun 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 dun. So the Nike guy had gotten over successfully, parked his bike, and dramatically started running into the lake to come and push me.
Yeah.
Sounds like he was a pretty good stranger, huh?
Yeah. I was gonna
Oh,
say
He
that.
pushed me.
Stranger
He
danger
pushed
was
me.
good luck, buddy.
Yeah.
Right. He pushed me all the way. And then when I finally got there, I put the kickstand down. I was like, I don't know what happened, man. I think my bike just, it didn't like the water. It's not a boat. And so I try to start it and it's like white smoke. And I was like, oh fuck, I've never done
yep.
this before. And I was
Yeah.
like, I'm pretty sure I just need to keep it going and like get it all out, right? And he's like, yeah, just keep throttling, like get it out of the carburetor. I was like, okay, that's the best I can do. And so I keep going and I was like, okay, well, I don't see any white smoke left, so I guess we go. So we left, probably went another 50 miles. And then I don't know, I didn't want to like swap any information with the guy. So I just kind of like said bye. Like he naturally like was coming on a split. And he was like, I could see in his face, like he wanted to like switch information. I was like, bye. And yeah, so I finished
He
the rest
said
of it.
bye
But
and
when
hit the
I
throttle.
She was like, thanks for the
went,
push.
exactly, bye. Good luck with your grandma.
Right.
So I got to my friend's house and I killed my iPhone. Like it was just not waterproof enough. Like it just completely died. It like started like doing like weird lines and I had my work phone with me and had to switch to that to finally like meet up with my friend. Luckily I had two phones. My Insta 360 had also waterlogged and died. I tried putting both in rice. They were both toast. So that trip to
Damn.
Texas cost me a brand new motorcycle, a brand new phone, and a brand new Insta 360 and a harrowing experience.
Oh.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All for about what 25 miles of rain.
Yeah. It was
Damn.
it was quite wild. It was quite wild.
Man.
Yeah,
On
that
these
was tough.
trips. So on these
Hmm.
trips, mentally, how do you stay focused mentally? Because you've been on some long distance trips. I'm like, God damn.
I have, and I'll share an interesting secret. I don't actually listen to music when I ride.
Oh
I
hell.
listen I listen to the wind and my own thoughts. It's actually kind of a freeing experience, which is why I like to do long distance. So I just kind of work through all the problems in my life and the day and work on my own mental strength and just kind of get through it. And I try to keep a calm head, like even when I'm faced with like weird shit like that, and just remember at the end of the day, like it's okay. I have AAA. I've got my hog, whatever it is. Like there's
Oh
Bike a
yeah,
Bunker.
yeah.
There's all sorts of resources. I'm sure if I shouted to someone, we could figure it out. Like it will be fine.
Okay.
And just try to get through it. So, yeah, I don't think I've challenged myself to the max yet. I
Really?
actually just no. I plan to do that in 2 years. I was going to do it this year in August, but unfortunately, because of my new job, because I moved from California to Texas, I don't have enough vacation time to do Japan. And I don't know if you guys have heard of the Hokahe Challenge.
No.
Yeah, I actually have.
Cool, awesome. So yeah, the Hokahe is a very respectable ride. It is 10,000 miles in 30 days.
Ooh.
It is a turn by turn, no GPS, painter's tape printed directions, no external fuel tanks, don't speed, don't do any moving violations, no drugs, no alcohol, no stimulants, no roof over your head, so you have to sleep outside next to your tent, in a tent next to your bike or in the free air. And you have to do exactly what their course is, which changes every 2 years. And if you're a finisher, then you can come back. If you're a first timer, they only accept 100 people every 2 years. And I tried to apply, would it be 3 years ago, and I didn't make the cut. And then I bought my ticket for 2026, and I got on a waiting list, and I was like 30
Damn.
deep. And 8 months later, I was still 11th on the list. And then it was like a week ago, and one of the coordinators messaged me and was like, "Hey, like you're up. Are you down?" I was like, "I am so down. Let me talk to my employer." And I can't quantify how long because I don't believe in trailering my bike. So I'd have to go ride to Illinois, which is where it starts, and then do the 10,000 miles and then ride back home. And I was like, I honestly don't think I could do 1,000 miles in a day because this challenge basically is on back roads. They don't do freeways. Like they try to
Oh.
avoid that.
Oh, damn.
So it's hard riding because you're going 40, 50 miles an hour. So I was just like, man, I'd probably have to do that maybe 12 to 20 days and then a day there and back. Like that's like almost 30 days of vacation time. So
Yeah.
Damn.
I had to defer my acceptance because again, it's in August, like 1 month away. And I don't my employer wouldn't let me. So I picked Japan this year because that's something that I already had committed to. And
Right,
so
right.
2028, I will be doing the Hokahe challenge in August. And that challenge, yeah, it's a really cool challenge. I will have to pick a cause that I'm gonna ride for. And I'll put together, a web page of trying to get people to contribute to a charity of my choice. I think I'm gonna pick something to do with cancer, specifically kidney cancer, if I can find something, because my dad actually passed away a handful of years due to kidney cancer, and so I think writing to me he's something he did too. He didn't do long distance, but something he told me never to do. He said, "You can't ride, only me." He didn't say it like that. He just like I was firstborn. He didn't want me to be, in danger. And so I respectfully didn't get my license until probably 6 years after he passed. And then I was like, I really want to ride. Like, I'm sure he'll roll over a little bit and then he'll realize it was meant for me because I felt it in my bones and I did it. And so, yeah, I want to ride in honor of my dad.
Okay, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I
Wow,
heard
real
about
nice.
that Hoka. I heard about that Hoka hate thing because somebody sent it to me and they thought it was a club, like the image of it, like their
It,
symbol for the thing. Yeah,
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 their symbol for the thing's kind of cool, right? It's like kind of like a goat head type thing or the chief.
yeah, yeah, like a
It's
chieftain or
pretty
something like that. Yeah,
it's pretty cool, yeah. And essentially it is kind of like a club. Once you're a finisher, right? They give you
oh
rights
for
to
sure.
get a tattoo on your body if you'd like it.
Oh,
And
okay.
so it's a club entrance you earn by doing 10,000 hard miles in the US.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna
You
be
got me
hard. That's for
traumatized already
sure.
'cause mentioning the word tent.
Yeah,
I
you
am
Yeah.
you,
not
when you said
sleeping in
no
a
speed, you
tent.
lost me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
he's
am.
not even a glamper. You know what I mean? They call him a glamper. He don't even do that. He
Yeah.
don't
You
barely use
said
an
tent.
outhouse. Yeah,
Tent. That's right.
Not gonna happen.
yeah. He don't even use the outhouse. He don't do none of that stuff.
Yeah.
Not gonna
Yeah.
happen.
That's too funny. Yeah,
He
I
not doing
actually
Yeah.
that.
really enjoy moto camping. It's cool.
Right. He not doing it. He
Yeah,
not doing it.
I'm
What
traumatized already.
what what attracts you to these long rides and things like
That's a great question. I've been trying to figure it out myself. I think it's a lot of things. I think the first and foremost is I really like a challenge. I like to challenge myself in everything that I do. I like completing things. I've got like a very STEM math-based mind. Checklists are my friends. I love these things. So I think just the accomplishment factor is really cool for me. And then I mentioned how I love seeing new roads. So
Yeah.
I actually track all my rides so that I've got kind of like my heat map, if you will, of everywhere I've ridden. So I just love seeing new roads because you'll never see the same road twice, but like seeing the for the first time is really cool. I've done part of the Million Dollar Highway. I've done Beartooth Mountain Pass. I've
Oh wow.
done going to the Sun Road over in Glacier National Park. Like, I've seen some really cool roads, and there's just a thrill about not knowing what it's going to look like or how it's going to be, and then getting there and just experiencing it. Like I will probably go to Yellowstone again and see all the roads leading up to it, but like the time that I went between Glacier and Yellowstone with my friend Amanda, we saw like like bison or the buffalo or whatever it is that they're known for, just like
Mhm.
crossing the road. Like we had traffic, we had to wait, and we are just on bikes. Like I'm totally unprotected. That was like a thrilling experience. It's just, cool stuff happens when you like get out there. Um,
Yeah.
and I just really love that. I think that is a major part.
Yeah.
So if you had to choose, because it sounds like you prefer the off roading more than anything. But if you had to choose, what would your preference be, street or off road?
Yeah, that's really tough. I honestly say I really enjoy on road better because I just think that there's just so many like beautiful places that are like paved roads. And that's where I kind of got started with my long distance. I haven't mixed long distance with off-roading yet. Like off-roading is like, okay, you go 10 miles and that's like the full freaking day. Well, I can do 800 miles and still go grab a drink and go do some line dancing and be fine, like,
Right,
but
right.
like you go do 10 miles off road and man, every single muscle in my body is sore. So I love it. But it's not something I'd wake up and want to do day after 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 day.
Okay.
I'd need a break, right? My body would need a break. On road riding, like I could do that shit every day.
Yeah.
I love it.
Nice.
Okay. All
Look,
right.
tell them about the COVID adventure.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so I got my license in 2018, 2019. I had my little Sportster 883, which if you're familiar is a very small bike.
Yes, it
Um,
is.
tank probably goes 100 miles if you're lucky. And I was not I was an essential worker. I work in the engineering field, so I was actually working for NASA JPL at the time. And during COVID, I started basically working 60 hours a week because there's like a lot of work to do, and I was working in office, and as you and I talked about earlier, like there was no traffic on the 210, so it was great. And
Yes.
but it got really taxing, and so about July into the pandemic, I was just like, holy shit, I need a break like right now. Like I'm gonna lose my damn mind if I don't take a break. So I told my husband, I said, hey, I need to go on vacation. Let's go on a road trip. And he's like, I can't. Like he was in a two-man shop, and it was just him and the boss. And he's like, I can't take off. Like business is booming. Everyone's building. He did Volkswagen carburetors. It's like everyone's at home building their carburetors. They want me to do stuff. He's like, I can't take off work. I was like, oh shit, okay. Can I go on a road trip? And he's like, yeah, do it. Like he's always super supportive of all my crazy ass adventures. And I was like, can this to this point, my longest ride had been from Los Angeles to San Diego by myself, like to go see family. Like that was my longest ride, 2 hours. And I looked at him, I was like, can I go on a moto camping trip? Like, would you be okay with that? He's like, yeah, go moto road trip. I don't care. I was like, cool. So I had basically friended someone in the Litas in Los Angeles area and
Uh-huh.
basically joined the group and kind of was like, hit or miss, kind of there, kind of not there.
Mm-hmm.
And I just got in the group page and I was like, guys, I am losing my mind. I need to go on a road trip. Who wants to go? 10 days, let's go to Oregon. And one lady responded. She's actually my mom's age, and told me the last time she went to Oregon on her motorcycle was in my birth year.
Damn.
And she said, I'd love to go. Let's go. And I was like, all right, cool. Let's do it. So basically we decided on a date, which was like a week and a half away. And we took off from Los Angeles and took the 1 and the 101 all the way up to Oregon. We went to Astoria, which is kind of the area where the Goonies background is. If you ever watched that
Oh
movie
yeah.
back in the day.
Yeah. Goonies, yeah.
Yeah. So all those cool little rocks and stuff. And then yeah, we stayed with her daughter, and we were able to go touch the Washington border and come back, and we did it all on our motorcycles, and it was like a super thrilling experience. We didn't do any crazy miles. We did long hours, of course, because we were on the 1, but man, like we did it before the 1 got closed, like over by north of Santa Barbara. There was
Mm-hmm.
like literally no traffic except for right north of San Francisco. It was just a sweet experience. And my favorite all-time road in that trip was going from like the crazy like cliffs, seeing the beach, and then all of a sudden you're in the woods, you're in the redwoods. And it was just a beautiful change in scenery. And like I just remember that moment and thinking to myself, like, I'm so happy I did this. Like this, I needed this reset, this brain reset, and it was a cool experience. And that's
Nice.
kind of what led me to doing long distance.
Right.
Nice. See?
Yeah.
Shut up, y'all. I'm fine.
Until it's time to camp. It's over.
Man.
I just went camping over the past weekend. Maybe you should have came. I was up there by your house.
Not gonna
Oh
happen.
yeah?
Yeah, I went to San Dimas.
Oh, his house.
Yeah,
Nice. Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, I was living in Glendora 3 months ago.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. They can tell you're not from Texas.
Yeah, they can.
As soon
yeah.
as you say, hey, as soon as you say, how you doing? As soon as you respond, you're not from here, are you?
Nope. Yeah, first thing I did was change my license plates right away, real quick.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
So are you enjoying yourself in Texas?
I am enjoying myself. I am super excited to, well, personal life, sell my house. We're going to escrow next week, and then buying our land slash house out here. Because that means I can finally trade my bike in. Trying to keep that finance away from,
Right,
any
right.
negative points. So I'm trying to secure a house first. So I'm just like,
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Right.
so
Appreciate you,
I'm
Marty.
pretty stoked.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I
I'm
rode to Texas. It was a 117 for about 12 hours, and I was like, yeah, damn.
yep.
It was so hot. Don't judge
Yeah,
me, y'all.
yeah.
It was so hot. I would get some water from my cup and blow it in the air in front of me so it can fall back on my face. It was so hot.
This dude.
When you're writing, yeah.
Yes, I'm trying to tell you, man, it
My
was hot.
my biggest key, if you're doing long distance, because I've been through Phoenix in 117 to get to Sedona. It was not my choice. I was riding with someone else, and we were leaving from San Diego. I said, let's leave at 2 in the morning. She said, let's leave at 5 in the morning. I said, okay. So we got there in the armpit of the day. It was hot. So my biggest cheat is always having a bandana on hand, of course, or two. But every gas stop, basically just go and act real kind to the gas stop attendant, ask if you can have some free ice, get your bandana wet, get your whole shirt wet, put your shirt on, back wet, and then take that bandana, fold it in half, put ice in it, wrap it around the back of your neck. That is like clutch.
Why
And,
you tell me that,
that'll
Mecca?
last.
He don't know.
What's that?
Yeah. I was asking Mecca why he didn't tell me that. I forgot. Mecca only been like 600 miles. I forgot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I've been
So
to
yeah, you just
Arizona before several
just
times.
put that ice on the back of your neck, man. It feels like air conditioning. It's so good.
The thing is,
Okay.
Mecca ain't going nowhere in no heat. That's the reality. Of it. He don't know about no ice because he ain't gonna be there in the first place to need it.
I mean, I guess that's the first option. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. That's why
Yeah.
like when I would leave here and go to Arizona, I would leave at like I say 8 o'clock at night and get
Yeah.
to Arizona by like 2 something in the morning because then all the
Yeah.
heat. Yeah, it's still 90 to 100 degrees at
Yeah.
midnight. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's
I
just no
mean,
sun.
those are definitely the best things to do. When you're
Yeah,
doing long distance, what you find is you can't control the weather, or when you,
Right.
I mean, you got to get from A to B. And a lot of my long distance, like I've done like 3 trips where I go from Los Angeles up to Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Nevada, back down, right? You're doing a loop
Mm-hmm.
in 10 days. I only have 10 days off. Got to do it. And if you want to see the family in certain locations or see certain things, like sometimes you're just going to be in the middle of rain, in the middle of the heat, in the middle of crazy wind where you feel like you have to go 60 miles an hour on the freeway because the 80-mile-an-hour limit in Utah means you're probably just going to like lose your little Sportster. So you got to like, tail it down. So, those non-inclement, I forget the word is, but the terrible weather, it's something you just have to kind of deal with and hope the
Yeah.
cards you drew that morning aren't that bad.
Yeah.
Ooh
Lesson
wee.
learned. Yeah.
See, I'm good.
we know that.
It has
We
to be the
Yeah.
already know
perfect
you,
weather
my
for
dude.
method.
Yeah,
AZ
The
Yeah.
weather
perfect
have
weather.
you hallucinating, man. I'm not playing with y'all.
man. If it ain't rainbows and birds chirping in the air, he's not going nowhere.
Yeah. I will admit Southern California is great. I mean, you can ride basically 365, and the couple days you don't want to ride, you could still ride if you wanted to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you could. Yeah, you could.
See there? Ooh wee. I
What you
can't
got
do
to say?
it.
What can't you do, son?
Man, I'm not trying. I'm like I said, AZ weather have you hallucinating, bro.
Oh, yeah, because it'll be like you're in the real desert. You look down the road, the floor look wet. That's really
Yeah.
just the heat. Yeah, it's just the heat bouncing off that bad boy.
Yes. I've
Hell
definitely had a
yeah.
couple oh shit moments. You're like, is that a pothole? Is that oh my God? And you're like,
Yeah,
oh, it's just the road.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 Especially in the desert.
Yeah.
So it'll be all right. Well, we're
So
gonna thank.
what
Go ahead, Phil.
no, I was gonna ask you a question, but go ahead, bro.
No, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say,
What's
what would
suggestion?
you suggest to a person for their first off road locally?
Like advice or like how to do it
Like
or
which one to take
okay.
and what not to do.
Oh, sure.
Because
Okay.
I used to ride dirt bike, so I think everything is go fast. So
Yeah, no, that's a good point. So uh riding off road, it's a whole different beast. Some of the mechanics of riding on the road transfer, many do not. When you're riding on a motorcycle on the street, you are 100% in control. Even
Mm-hmm.
when you're doing twisties, you know how to control that bike. You know how to throw your weight if you want to get down. Like it's very controlled. The only time you're not really in control is like, when people slam on their brakes, you're weaving into traffic, whatever. But
right,
pretty much you're in control. Off-roading, if you're actually doing like off-roading and not just like doing like a little like a baby trail on like hard packed dirt, you're like not in control. And like so getting used to the fact that you're not going to be in control and that's normal is my advice. So I don't know whether it's easier if you're a first time rider to go dirt first or road first, but if you're a road first person going to dirt, you'll have those things you have to remember. Like it's not the same.
right,
So,
right.
just knowing
Nice.
that. And
Yeah.
you're gonna drop that bike. That's okay.
Sure. Well,
Wear the fucking wear the fucking protection. They're gonna
right.
fall.
So when we rode dirt bikes, the slogan was, "If you don't go down, you're not riding hard."
That's yes.
You know,
Yes. Also, if you're not going down, you're not really I mean it's not even riding hard. It's like you're not challenging yourself because,
right,
that's
right.
the thing about it. Like when you're on the road, you're not really challenging yourself. I mean, you kind of are. I mean, here and there, like you go on some windy roads and stuff, but like, for the most part, you understand the basics if you're a seasoned rider. The challenge then is
Hmm.
like, okay, the weather or like the distance or the
Uh-huh.
duration. but like you go off road and everything's challenging. It doesn't matter what you're
Yeah.
doing. It's all challenging. So yeah, you definitely leave your humility, like just all that pride, leave it at the door, be humble, and
Mm-hmm.
just,
Key
you know,
word. Be
be open
humble.
to advice. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's I think my biggest thing. And then yeah, I mean, as far as women writers, like a lot of women writers think like, oh, I need to get on the 80 or the 125 or like these really small bikes. And I really feel like 250 is probably a good sweet spot.
Perfect. Yeah.
If you're a bit taller, maybe go for the 350 or the 300, but like 250 is a respectable size.
Yeah.
Anything less, and you're not really challenging yourself. You're on a pit bike, like you're not really
Right.
doing the thing.
Right.
So I would just say like that can be handicapping sometimes. And I don't know if that happens like with men, but I know with women and their stature and their inseam and their size, sometimes that's a situation I've seen a lot of women get into. And it's like, you know, you're not doing so well on this thing, or you're not able to master the skill. Well, it's because you're on a tiny bike. Maybe try to get into like, you know, kind of the 250 level. That's a good standard. Challenge
Yeah.
yourself, try the drills, go to places that offer like clinics or instructionals, or go hang out with a buddy that knows how to do these things. And I wouldn't ride alone. Always ride with a partner
Right.
pair. You never know when
Yeah.
you're gonna send yourself over or something and you're gonna need some assistance, whether that be, you know, moral
Been
support
there,
or a
done that.
call to a paramedic, whatever it is, you should
Yes.
have someone with you.
Always. Been there, done that. Went off a 30-foot cliff. 30 feet don't
Yeah,
seem deep, but when it goes into a V, oh my God. Yeah.
that's rough. That's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
All
You
right.
definitely want to have someone with you. Hmm.
Yes. You got that, Mickey?
He said no. He said
I was gonna
no
say you
Arizona
gonna
heat, no
survive,
off road.
Phil. Yeah, not at all. No camping, no glamping.
I came from the dirt bikes. I can ride dirt bike no problem. But I'm not doing no
Oh,
off
okay.
roading, and I'm not doing no. Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
No camping.
He was
No,
riding a
no,
dirt bike through Compton. That don't count.
no, 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 no. I'm from West LA,
That don't
player.
count. That don't count.
Yes,
That's
sir.
too funny.
Yeah, that don't count, son. No, but
That's right, pineapple. Get the big bike. Otherwise, you're just gonna
Yeah,
do it over again.
Yeah. Yeah.
we appreciate
Okay.
you though.
yes,
Oh yeah,
we
don't
appreciate
forget
Definitely share that
to share your
location.
information,
Oh yeah.
Raquel.
Oh yeah. I am on social media. I'm on Instagram, Raqdub, RAQDUB. That's kind of where I post a lot of my stuff. I don't have crazy following, but I do cool stuff. I also bake sourdough now, so sorry for the Instagram story spam of sourdough bread that looks great. Sorry, not sorry. But
Sorry,
yeah,
not
three
sorry.
3 months time, I'll be flying to Japan, like I said, and I'll be showing up at the airport with all my gear on, just like I do when I travel for these types of things, just because you never know when you take 3 flights if your crap's gonna arrive with you. And yeah, I gotta be able to ride, so I'm gonna wear that stuff on. I have a
As
couple
you
funny
should.
pictures of me in the lounge with a motocross helmet, motocross boots with a glass of champagne.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Nice. Nice. Definitely was a
Hmm.
pleasure. Definitely.
No, thank you. It was a pleasure to be here.
Yes, ma'am.
what are you doing?
Either he early or he late or he on some other stuff. We ain't
Yeah,
at church, brother.
he just over here hitting buttons and shit. This man's
I mean, I kind of liked it. It's like I'm going out with some gospel tunes. Cool.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
He'll be trying to raise the offering after the song go off. We gonna leave that alone.
Right.
Oh man.
We
Yeah.
appreciate you for coming through, Miss
Oh yeah,
Raquel. Yeah,
yeah.
and we will for sure be talking to you in a minute.
Awesome. Thanks
And
so much.
yeah,
Thanks for having me.
you
And
already
yeah,
know.
follow me, and you can see all the crazy stuff we do in Japan.
Yes,
The
it's
crazy
on
stuff.
Instagram.
Yeah,
It's RAQDUB, RAQDUB.
that's
See you
right.
later. Don't
Awesome.
forget to don't For sure. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe. We will see everybody later.
Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Bikes in the Hood podcast channel on YouTube. Your support is greatly appreciated. You can also find us on Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, and Facebook. Stay safe in them streets.